So I've been working at Amazon for almost 2 to 3 months now, something like that.
Is that right?
Now they have the craziest demand on how many stops you have to do. This is what my van looks like right now.
A mess.
I have 13 stops left. I just called dispatch.
He said, I'm done.
Not doing this anymore, man. I quit.
He's done.
I quit. Now, this is the first job I've ever quit from.
Is that right?
And it's not because it's a hard job to do. It's just that I don't want to put myself through this, man.
It's fucking raining on him.
I don't want to put myself through this. You know, my mental health is worth a lot more than $24.50 an hour. It's raining.
Shit, I wish they was paying that out here.
Raining like crazy today. I'm soaked, and I'm not about to get sick before my dad's birthday, before my wife's birthday. You know, good thing I work 2 jobs because this is bullshit.
Now, by all means, you have to do what's best for your life and your situation, and I completely understand. You know, mental health is very important, and it's very important that you take that seriously within life. But $24.50 an hour is a very good wage when we talk about the average pay amongst many different companies within the United States.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. The reason why I'm still at Amazon personally myself, bro, is because they ain't paying 24 out here in Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't far off from that. Now, if I was living in New York, I wouldn't even bother fucking with Amazon, bro. Ain't even no point. You know what I'm saying? But out here in Oklahoma, it's a very competitive rate, bro. And there's not really, hell, you could become an electrician apprentice. I mean, that's just starting out the gate, but you basically making around the same amount of money. You know what I'm saying? That's per hour. Now, you know, it's going to vary. You probably going to end up working more days and more hours doing electrician now. So, I'm not saying don't go be the electrician. You know what I'm saying? But the versatility it gives you working 4 days a week, 10-hour days, you know what I'm saying? It allowed me to do my YouTube. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying though is that it's a competitive. Can y'all see me down here in the corner? I need to make my shit bigger. Kind of made it smaller for this video, but it's a decent rate out here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where he's at. I'm not. But hell, if they was paying me $24.50, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, that's like I said, that's the reason why I'm staying at Amazon, cause I can't find nothing. Unless you gotta have 5 years of electrical apprenticeship already in the books, then you can make 25 an hour. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just rather stay where I'm at, keep doing my YouTube, keep working on my real estate, keep stacking up this money and invest it. You know what I'm saying? And thug with it until a better opportunity presents itself.
That seriously within life, but $24.50 an hour is a very good wage when we talk about the average pay amongst many different companies within the United States. I'm not saying that it's great in terms of how it correlates to the cost of living with inflation and everything that's going on right now.
Cause where I'm at with the Amazon pay, you know what I'm saying? Just that alone, I mean, current expenses, my expenses are definitely going up next year. I'd be all right. I'd be straight. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a little bit tighter than it would if I didn't have the YouTube check. You know what I'm saying? But the YouTube channel keep me up. You know what I'm saying? Keep me going. Keep me head above water. You know what I'm saying? Just barely though. You know?
Right, in terms of how it correlates to the cost of living with inflation and everything that's going on right now within the economy today. But what I will tell you is you're not finding many jobs that is paying this well with the skills that are required to work at this, you know, warehouse. So you're seeing right now a lot of Amazon workers are beginning to quit. And guys, we know
bro, people quit and get fired every day at Amazon, bro. And then they'll go work for the next DSP after they got fired. No cap.
Do this pretty much every single year, where as we get deeper into the holiday season, as we go deeper into the end of the year, workload starts to increase. You see a lot of people Christmas shopping. You see a lot of people buying more different things, and you have longer workloads. By all means, the workload is super long all year. But right now, we're seeing it happening again, even after we seeing all the layoffs that Amazon just announced earlier with 600,000.
Let me tell y'all something. when y'all hear these delivery companies, Amazon, I'll speak for Amazon because I'm currently at Amazon. They're not, when you hear these layoffs, they're laying off people in the warehouse, not necessarily the drivers. Now drivers do get laid off and whatnot and get fired seasonal. If you come during the holidays, bro, chances is you're not gonna be there summertime, bro. If it just depends, bro. It really just depends. I don't know how I came in like the summertime, so like, I went on full time type shit. But if you apply, you need to make sure that it's either full time or seasonal. What else was I saying? Oh yeah, about the layoffs. The drivers have more longevity in this game than anybody in the warehouse, bro. I seen an Amazon video. They got cause like I say, I work at Amazon, right? So they got the carts that the staging carts where the drivers pick up the cart to get the packages to load onto the van. They got robots that automatically stage it. So the job, and let me tell y'all what they just did at my station. The people that at my station currently do that job, they're not gonna have that job. At some stations, they don't even have that job at all. Moving forward, sometime near in the future, the people that take the carts and take them to stage, you know what I'm saying? That's not gonna be a job no more. You know what I'm saying? All you gonna have to do is load this cart, push a couple buttons, and it go stage itself. Load the next cart, nigga. Ain't no need for you to walk over here. What they just done at my station was they set up this camera shit that the vans got to drive through, right? And it takes pictures, 360 pictures of the entire van. You know what I'm saying? So for damages, this and the third. What that's done is at nighttime, whenever we return to the station after our shift, right? You gotta, there's sometimes people there that will inspect your van as you pull up to the launch pad. What that camera thing done was got rid of those people. You know what I'm saying? So now you don't have to stay as late at work. We cutting some hours because we don't need you to inspect these vehicles. Go ahead, take your ass home. You know what I'm saying? Cause they was doing that, Sometimes they'll ground the vehicle, which means, if your headlight out, it can't drive, it's grounded. You got to get it fixed before it can drive, type shit. You know what I'm saying? And so now they getting rid of the people to do that. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely moving in that direction of getting rid of people for sure.
A year.
But the drivers have longevity, bro, because they come up with drone deliveries. It's just a very complex job. A complex thing to get a package from the van to the front door, bro. You know what I'm saying? A drone is only going to be able to do so much. You know what I'm saying? And then that gets to air traffic control, this, that, and the third. You can't really control air traffic as well as you can on the ground. So it's going to be a minute before they start coming with. And then if you talk about a robot that does what the driver does, it's gonna be hard to implicate that. Yeah, you can get a self-driving van, but who's gonna get the package to the front door? So we got a little bit top ass drivers, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do all I can. That's why y'all need to hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications, because that's the first thing you should do when you clicked on the video. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying all I can to get the fuck up out of here, man.
Right now, we're seeing it happening again, even after we seeing all the layoffs that Amazon just announced earlier with 600,000 layoffs across the entire company.
So today, after almost 1 year, it's Amazon. Almost 1 year.
Now, is that worldwide or is it America or
Amazon?
Entire company.
So today, after almost 1 year, it's Amazon. Almost 1 year, Amazon. I'm done. I fucking quit. I'm quitting with a Ford truck and shit.
She in the CDV. or the EDV. She in that big body shit.
When I tell you, I mean,
the double shells.
Respectfully, Amazon, y'all are out y'all mind to think that people are going to be running anywhere from 190 to 200 and something stops. This is not packages. It could be anywhere from 300 to 400 packages a day.
Right.
For 25 an hour, and to get my check, I'm working 4 days a week, 10-hour shifts. It needs to be $1,100. Y'all can keep all of it.
Yeah, man, this shit definitely ain't for everybody, bro. I definitely get tired of doing 190 stops every fucking day. That shit is annoying, bro. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, it's annoying, bro. But it's not a insanely hard job. It's very easy. The thing about it is you don't have time to really take no breaks. You know what I'm saying? You don't have time to just chill. You constantly have to keep fucking walking up mountains and hills and elevators and stairs and all type of bullshit. That shit gets fucking tiring, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not for everybody. For
I will
sure.
go back to doing hair full time before I let y'all play with me. Get on the road, and I'm gonna cost y'all just as much money as y'all costed me. Cause $1,100.
But see, the way I work is I knock out 100 stops. You know what I'm saying? So that's like my 50%. If I have my average is about 180 to 190. You know what I'm saying? We ain't really doing 200 plus out here. Some days I'll get it. The most I ever had was 210, and that wasn't even terrible. But I usually aim, if I got like one, even if I have 180, 150, like yesterday I had 150. I do 100 stops, then I go take a break. Usually I do over 100 and something. So I just go to the first 50, maybe take me a little break or something, and then go to 100. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when I'll take like my lunch break and then chill. And by doing that, by staying on it like that, I'm like working ahead, and so like I'm able to loaf off on the clock and just stretch it out and take my breaks and just chill on my own. Nigga, I be taking like an hour for lunch, and I don't be clocking out none of that shit. None of that. 30-minute breaks, two 30-minute breaks, an hour lunch break, and a cool little couple 15s, nigga. I'm able to sometimes get all that. Because of how I work, though. I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can do that. You know?
Not added up. I'm getting it home to my kids 10 o'clock.
Now it depends, guys, and like I said, everybody.
Yeah, man. That's one thing, kids. That's like if I had a family, I would definitely like switch up jobs ASAP, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause one thing about my dad, bro, he always had to work. It was getting off at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Life is different. Like some.
My kids 10 o'clock.
Now it depends, guys, and like I said, everybody's life is different. Like some people would be ecstatic and super happy to line up and work at Amazon, right? I'm telling you, right? Like I know people right now that need specific jobs. As we speak, we watch the videos every single day. Now, this could be a good thing for the job market, or it could also be a bad thing for the job market, because what we see with the layoffs that Amazon has announced, they are replacing so many jobs with AI. As a matter of fact, within that layoff, they also announced that they won't be, replacing a lot of these roles. They're going to be slowly implementing, moving people to the driver route, and also sliding in a lot more AI and automation. And so I don't know.
Like you said, moving people to the drive-in. You know what I'm saying? I already noticed the van people have way more longevity than the warehouse people, bro. They're not gonna be able to just come, bro. You're talking a good 20 years, bro. Every bit of 10 before AI can take a driver off the road, bro. The entire road system will have to be fucking AI automatic cars driving themselves, bro. Like it's a whole change. It's gonna be a while, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna come one day. But it's gonna be a while, bro.
This will, eventually, shoot itself in the foot to where all these warehouse roles will be replaced with AI and automation, or, they'll just replace a lot of these drivers. Who knows how this is going to go? But what I will tell you is the more drivers we see quit, the more people start to, leave. There will be more jobs open.
Nigga, people quit Amazon, the driving part, because they can't do it, bro. It's hard, bro. All that walking, it's easy to take a package to the, but you picking up 50 and you doing this all day, bro. That shit gets tiring, bro. I'm tired. I'm a year in. I'm tired, nigga. Like a motherfucker,
opening up, and she said she's gonna go out and do hair, so maybe that'll be a benefit in a job openings for somebody else. But I just don't understand, guys. And don't get me wrong, $25 an hour is not a huge amount of money by any means. It's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're gonna be rich. But what I will say in terms of, it just all depends on what skills you have. It all depends on what is your standard of living, right? And what are your living expenses and every day? Because I know the cost of living is through the roof. We'll just leave right there. We got more videos. Let's check this out.
So yeah, I really despise my job. And it's not because I don't enjoy being out alone on route or delivering.
It's the workload.
It's more so the people that I work with.
Nigga, you don't work with nobody, nigga.
You see,
Nigga, you in the van all day, nigga. You ain't seeing nobody. I swear to God, bro. I clock in. We all stand around. All the drivers stand around around the manager so he could do the little announcements, call off the vans and stuff like that. Bro, I walk in that bit. I don't talk to nobody. I go stand by myself, nigga. Clock out. All I'm saying is have a good one to the manager, and that's it all day. The only thing I said to the manager all day, unless I needed to type in the chat or ask a question or something, was have a good day, nigga. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about the people you work with?
So
nigga?
the people that I work with.
Fuck you talking about?
See, anybody can make a mistake, and that's acceptable. You're supposed to have good leadership skills and coach that person when they make a mistake. And the owner of this DSP loves to claim that he has the best leadership skills in the world. But anytime somebody makes a simple mistake, he texts them blowing up on them. And he talks to them like they're a child.
The owner?
Earlier
Hell, at
today,
least you actually get communication with that nigga, man. I ain't see this. I'm fired. He told the manager, one of the managers, to fire me. I'm hanging by a thread right now, nigga. I'm hanging by a thread.
I was on the highway, a car riding my ass, and a semi about 3 car lengths in front of me.
You can't argue with
Another
the camera.
car cuts me off.
Right, you can't
and gets
argue
in
with the
between
camera.
Me and the semi.
Right. You get hit with a following too close, huh? You can't argue with the camera. That's what my manager said. You can't argue with it. So if you need a snack, nigga, you need something, pull the fuck over. I don't care who call it, nigga. Don't touch the phone.
Well, due to that,
Because you know what's crazy? The DSP can get fired. The DSP could get fired if drivers are out here getting camera infractions because cars are cutting them off on the highway. Something you can't necessarily control. What you do is just slam on your brake or just hit your brake. That'll let the camera know that you're braking, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And so that'll help. But if you do get cut off, they could dispute that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Unless you actually get up on their ass. You know what I'm saying?
the camera that's right here
Right, you can't argue with that motherfucker.
gave me a following distance violation.
Right.
The owner of the DSP immediately texted me and told me that I had a violation, and in his text he was kind of rude. Not
that
very
right?
leader-like.
Is that right? Yeah, see, that's something that's not... If you coming at me rude over this bullshit camera, though, you know what I'm saying? Especially if following too close and the car cut you off, you need to check yourself. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know, you coming at me over this camera bullshit. This the only driving shit that got cameras, nigga. Amazon.
And
I hate it.
explained to
I ain't gonna
him
lie,
that
but I know how to play it. I don't be getting hit
there
with
was a
it.
car right behind me, and I can't control that car got over in front of me. He wants to say, yes, you can hit your brakes. How is that very safe on a highway doing 74 with a vehicle right behind me?
And you know what's crazy? The next day you go to work, if you get a violation like that, you might fuck around not even have a route. They'll send your ass home, nigga. Didn't even clock in for 1 hour. No
Can
cap.
somebody please explain that to me? Another thing that threw me off is when Amazon changed our start times from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m.
They be doing that. That's a big difference,
I
though.
already drive an hour to work, and starting later puts me behind more with the stuff that I have to do in my personal life, like stuff at the salon or stuff with my kids and family.
I think the most they've ever changed ours was 10 minutes. They changed it like back and forth like a couple months ago. But an hour is crazy.
So I actually was in the process of attempting to quit this job. During that, I was begged to stay. Now, I did decide to stay, but there was another situation that was currently going on, and that involves a manager who called an employee the N-word.
Now, we've seen this
is that
story
right?
countless of times where people talk about the working conditions and we talk about how many hours they have to work. And by all means, that could also be, you know, a beneficial as well if they're giving out overtime. But at the same time, it all depends on your life, right? And when we see stories like this, I completely get it. And we've seen working conditions like this as well, where people are like, I'm not about to be out here all day. Now, of course, that doesn't directly correlate to that official video, right? The previous video, but at the same time, right, he's being scrutinized for something that probably he didn't really do.
All right, guys, you guys won't believe somebody quit mid-route. They're left him with 90 stops. It's currently 3:44. I can really finish at 6:30 if I really push. I have no Netrodyne, so I have no Netrodyne. With that being said, I do agree with her that this job is bullshit.
Now, I'm not going to come on the video and act like Amazon hasn't seen workers quit all year, right? Like, Amazon workers have been quitting for a long time. Like, this is nothing new. And
Bro, people quit every day. People will go there, work their first day, and quit on the first day.
always had a high turnover rate. And they've always had different people come back and replace those jobs.
Yeah, and they have a higher rate, too, because people will get hired left and right. You can get fired from one DSP, go to the next.
Because they pay pretty competitively, you know, in terms of all the other roles out here. Of course, UPS pays a significant amount, right?
Oh,
They're paying
UPS. You gotta be a dick sucker in the warehouse first, though. You know what I'm saying? And then you get micromanaged like a bitch. That's something I was gonna say about the hours. Some DSPs, you know, they'll let you get a little overtime. Some of them, they won't let you get a lick of that shit. Some of it's hella strict and they do micromanage you. Mine, they don't really be. I kind of been around for a while, so they ain't really too much worried about me. They know how I work. They ain't got to worry about me. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, nigga, especially if you're newer, they might micromanage your ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But as a whole, right, they pay pretty well in terms of how competitive they are with every other, you know, likewise job, if that makes sense. But, you know, like I said, this is just what's going on right now within America. And, you know, every single situation, it depends on yourself, depends on your lifestyle, it depends on your living expenses. It depends on what you value. And this is why I always say build skills, build different opportunities for yourself, build different ways for you to grow your income in many different facets of life. Because at the end of the day, you take control of your life. But to top it off,
man, you always need multiple sources of incomes, and you always need to be investing what you don't spend. You don't need to be spending and blowing your money and trying to just live off of one job, bro. Especially a job like Amazon where you can get fired like that, bro. Like I said, I'm hanging by a thread, nigga. I'm blessed to still have my shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I probably could slide to another DSP. I actually had one lined up. I actually had two lined up before. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hanging by a thread. Nigga hit that tree. I hit a tree. He told the manager to fire me. Next day, I still get a route. I'm still getting routed. And then a couple weeks later, the manager stepped down. He became a driver. And then the other manager's telling me that I'm gonna be real with you. He told the other manager to fire you, but right now you still here. I'm like, what? I'm like, huh? What? Because I'm checking my emails as days go on. I'm not getting no termination email or nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? And so, but see, I think what it really was I had said that the clearance wasn't listed in the van. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's what saved me, because the height of the van wasn't listed in the van, you know. And I put that in my little statement that I had to write, explaining what had happened and this, that, and the third, how it happened. I was like, shoot, I don't normally drive this van. The clearance wasn't listed. and my judgment was off. You know what I'm saying? The clearance not being listed could be your fault. Why the clearance ain't in the van? The clearance in all the other vans, especially in the van that I drive every day. You know what I'm saying though? So I'm hanging by a thread. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see how long I make it with Amazon. Right now, I'm still sticking with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for other things to do. I have Amazon Flex, so if I do get booted, I'll be doing Flex in YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But I got plenty of ways to make $1. You know what I'm saying? But uh uh finding another job out here in Oklahoma that's paying that, and the luxury I get to work alone, and I'll just be weighing my options. It just makes sense to just stay where I'm at and thug it out until this YouTube shit take off, or I figure something else out, man. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we gonna let this ride.
Of course, every single person isn't quitting. There are so many roles that are open and at so many other jobs. Even though the job market sucks, it's just more competition. It's just more people that are flooding into jobs like this because, you know, they're getting laid off in other facets. So it's just crazy to see how the job
Well, see, yeah, they'll get laid off because there's no jobs. There's becoming less and less jobs, bro.
market is right now, and to see how people are still quitting, you know. So this is why I always say, be careful what you wish for. Look at the landscape, and like I said, again, build the skills so you can be successful in life.
Tonight we're learning more about the
Yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at y'all in the next one, and I'm gone. TYP the 9.